We are live. Welcome back, everyone. J Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Jerry, I'll tell you what's up. We are going to talk some MLW Fusion that aired tonight on the YouTube. And we'll talk a little bit of MLW news. And yeah, probably be short and sweet tonight. Just because we'll just say J Bone had a case of the Mondays. All right. So and if anyone watching is a father, I hope you had a great Father's Day weekend. I could tell you my Father's Day was tremendous. Got to spend some time. We had three generations. My father, my son, hanging out. Did some grilling. Had a nice dinner. Got to go down to the Crusher statue down in South Milwaukee. I'm going to be putting together a little video with a little some photos that we took down there, and I'll be putting that up on YouTube sometime soon. Not sure exactly when. Somewhere within the next week it'll go up. So just wanted to feature that on here. I have a lot of pride in this area for just Midwest in general for wrestling, and it's cool when, especially when a brand comes to town and we can talk about them, and then I also got to teach my son a little bit about some Milwaukee wrestling history, and the guy that put the area on the map, the Crusher. So pretty cool. So yeah, that'll be up on the channel soon. I'll be working on that. And a very cool story to go along with that too when that does come out. So keep an eye out for that. W is up. Hell of an episode. This one was a lot of fun. The main event of this one was the last match of the evening at this set of tapings. So this went well past 11. I was fried. I was so tired, I forgot who won this one. I remember the Austin Aries announcement afterwards, but I had forgotten who. And what I'm talking about announcement was that MLW was coming back to the area and making Milwaukee a regular stop on their tour from now on. And some people during this taping, this like the last hour between 10 and 11, had started to leave. It was getting late. Some people had been there 4+ hours. So they took off, and I'd been in the building since 6. So yeah, I was tired too, and I didn't drink a lot that night. I had like 2 beers and I had a snack on the way home. And yeah, I was beat. Like I said, I forgot who won this one. I don't know why. Maybe it was because I was where I was standing and I thought how they counted it. Or I don't know. I was thinking, Eric, what's up? I was thinking Sammy won the, and yeah, just completely forgot that Mance Warner won this one. But yeah, let's talk about this. This was a lot of fun. Um, Once I'm on this episode for about half a second when Mance and Callahan are in like the arena and they're kind of like walking around the back right after the garbage can incident. They walk past a guy in a neon shirt and I'm right next to him and I got my hand out as Mance is walking past me chasing Callahan. So I'm on, it's like if you blink, you miss it. But I'm right there. So that was kind of cool because I didn't know because this was a last match. This was he's the two laundry. What? You're goofy, W. Um they need to do something. Are you talking about he always like wrestles in the same stuff? Is that what you're talking about? He's a redneck. What are you gonna do? Um, this was a long ass match, and considering how long it was and how where it went, like all over the arena there, all over the building, I didn't know if they were gonna show all this or if they were gonna cut out part of it, like the commercial and they come back. But no, the whole thing, I mean, flowed pretty well, the whole episode. And excuse me. But yeah, let's talk about this episode. I've been looking forward to this, and the next one is going to be so this was interesting. Like I said, they put these out of order. um oh, I wouldn't worry me, Jerry. He's always moving on to bigger and better things. um they put these matches out of order, and like I said, this is the one that headlined it. But the episode next week, they've got what did I write down here? Oh, Holiday versus Teddy Hart. And I don't remember that match. I don't know why, but I don't remember that one. Uh, I remember the other Holiday match. Maybe they're promoting something and they're going to change something just for the sake of storyline. I forget. Like I said, that this was a very long night, so some of this I'm like a little foggy on. But next week we're getting the Contra versus Tom Lawler and the Von Erichs, and that brawl was absolutely insane. Like that match and that brawl felt like it lasted at least a half an hour. Probably didn't, but it felt like it live because it just kept going. Like it would escalate and then it would decline and then it would escalate. It was just a roller coaster. I can't wait till you guys see it. It was just I just went ape over it. They really did. We were just wowed. Um that's what I W. That's what I say. This Holiday reminds me of a young Randy Orton. He's got a good future ahead of him. Totally. Um, Talented kid. They should definitely keep this thing going. I like it. But yeah, let's talk about the matches. Starts out with Roos. I try to, roll it a little bit. I'm not um versus the Dave Flamita. Um, this was a lot of fun. And I remember earlier that day when I watched it, I was looking up something. I was something on YouTube. I was watching Ray Horace and Flamita matches from like a handful of years ago. So they've been doing this a while. this was like down in Mexico or something. And the cats are watching Raw. They're wrestling outside the I can hear them. Oh goodness. They always do that. They're goofy. Um, so yeah, these two have been doing this for a while. So when so I knew when I was gonna see this, I was gonna see a damn good match. You have great chemistry. You can tell they've been doing this a while when you see this, you know. Um, but yeah, Fumito comes out with a win here with a 450. Great to see both these guys. It feels like the company is really leaning towards a lot of lucha libre. I mean, not a lot, a little more, just because of who they're featuring. Sometimes, um, bringing in, they did an advertisement for Dr. Wagner coming in soon. He's going to be debut in Chicago in what, 3 weeks, something like that. I can't wait to see that. Or is it 2 weeks? Couple weeks, whatever it is, a few weeks. um, and the Wagners are supposed to fight the LA Parks, Los LA Parks, LA Park and his son. So that's crazy. So I mean, as soon as as soon as they cued that Bon Jovi music in the ad during the show, I was like, yeah. If you don't know, that's the music that they play in AAA when Dr. Wagner comes out as Edison by Bon Jovi. I love 80s rock, so I was like, oh, Bon Jovi, all right. So I wouldn't doubt for a moment if they cranked that when Dr. Wagner and his son come out for their big match in Chi-Town, which is it'll air a month from now, I'm guessing. So Wagner's in great shape for 60 years old. Is he that old? I thought he was like 50 something. But I know he is older. Yeah. Yes, he is. I became a fan of Dr. Wagner while watching Lucha Underground. Lucha Underground a couple seasons ago was actually my introduction to him because I wasn't watching a lot of AAA stuff. Watching Lucha Underground did pique my interest, so I watched a little here and there. But yeah, Dr. Wagner is in great. So I'm very excited to see him debut. Bien. um, so yeah, I don't, and I don't know how long these guys are sticking around, but it sure adds to the entertainment, it's good stuff. Aerostar took a scary bump last night at the AAA show. Yeah. He does almost every single show he's at now. He does some crazy fall scaffolding or something. Yeah. He's 53. Okay. I thought he was in the 50s, but I couldn't remember. I looked it up somewhere last couple of years. I think when I saw him debut, yeah, it was about 3 years ago, I think. It was Lucha Under, I think I noticed that he was 50. So that would make sense. 53. Yeah. So thank you, W. Vio Vega is also coming. The Cuban or Caribbean, what did they say? The Caribbean something. Now, I don't know. I know that Savio Vega is part of the Attitude Era. So I'm not like jumping up and down for this, but we'll see what he brings. You know, I'm not going to be like, well, I don't remember him, so it's not going to be me. No, I mean, I trust that MLW is going to bring in solid talent whenever they are bringing in someone because it's been consistent, you know. You like Dr. Wagner Jr. without the mask. Hey, same guy, you know, just can see his face, you know. I don't think he's really changed. I mean, I'm not going to call myself a Dr. Wagner expert or nothing, but from what I've seen with the mask and what I've stopped the mask, I haven't seen a whole lot of change. But um, other than he might be using some hair dye recently or something. Uh, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, Savio Vega's coming. That'll I'm sure he's going to show up in the show early July, whenever that is. Then we got Ricky Martinez versus Low Key. De La Renta is at ringside, and I remember her cutting that line about the the German the German sausage eaters with the hating the cheese or whatever line she used. That was that made me laugh at the show. Hilarious. Um, Selena De La Renta, she was just a gem at this show. She really was. Um, and what's interesting is now I don't know if they're gonna air this, and I can't remember if I. Yeah, Cherry, I'm not gonna talk about that. Um, I don't know if they're gonna air this or not. I don't think they are, but they had a match during the tapings with some local guy. I have no clue who he was, catch his name, but he was supposed to wrestle Low Key. And Low Key took off his vest, fired across the ring, and hit this other guy with the forearm that he hit Ricky Martinez with in this match. 1-0 TKO. And just the crowd went cuckoo. Like there was just this deafening, oh, you know, like, wow. And basically the crowd did the same. I'd have to go back and listen to it. I don't know what kind of reaction they had when he knocked out Ricky Martinez, but I was like, oh my God, he did it again. So I didn't know how they were going to portray this on TV. But him knocking out the one, local jabroni, whatever, and then they did the same thing to Ricky Martinez, except it was just a longer match. And it was a good match. Don't get me wrong. But he knocked him out with the sprinting, I don't know what the hell he calls it, but, it was just a big, clothesline forearm, Larry. I don't know what you call it, but big forearm and just dazed out, stopped the match. I was like, oh, that was awesome. A little different. Side to Low Key, I mean, he's obviously furious with this station because he was so close with Selena De La Renta and her crew. He was kind of like, the leader of, you know, minus the position. I felt like he was kind of like their top guy in that stable, and now it's LA Park. So Selena's YouTube channel, she has independent wrestling matches. She is talented. I'll look that up. Yeah, and I haven't seen her wrestle. I know she's in that tag team with can't think of it. Eric and I were talking about it the other day. Amber Nova, is that her name? I think I forget. She had a like some kind of surgery on her leg or something. So who knows? I mean, I hope she wrestles again someday, but she hasn't been wrestling for like a couple years or at least a year or something. So, but nonetheless, the De La Renta gold in this episode. She came out in that blue dress, and everyone was like, "Ooh, Jesse Cole, what's up? Wrestle Fam, J Bone from ASU Tooker House, LOL. What? Closing down now. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jesse Cole. You get it too sweet. Um, so yeah, solid match between Ricky Martinez and Low Key. The ending was unexpected. I'm sure for viewers watching it on TV and YouTube, it's unexpected because that's not. I don't think that's Low Key's usual finisher. He usually does the what do they call that? Finn Balor calls it the coup de grace, something, the double foot stomp from the top rope or whatever. I know that's one of them. But yeah. And then Selena's in the back chewing out Ricky. So I got a feeling Selena's crew, Promotions Dorado, is gonna maybe get a little revamping. Maybe she's gonna bring in some new blood. I don't know. I got a feeling we're gonna see some change soon. We get a promo reminding us that LA Park's lurking around. So yeah, we're gonna see him in the Chicago tapings. We know this. And of course, we get the flashes of Contra throughout the show. There. But yeah, next week we're getting Contra versus Lawler and Devon Eriks. I'm so this. I can't wait to see. Is LA Park going to cash in? I don't know. I almost had a feeling he was going to in Milwaukee, but no, he was nowhere in the tapings in Milwaukee. He wasn't there at all. So it helped that they had guys like Aries, and a few debuts like Albert Brooks and Flamita, Von Erich, So then like some of the other regulars that you've seen over the last few months, you didn't mind missing because and this is all just smart booking because if they're not going to go from city to city with absolutely everyone that they've been featuring and they got to leave a few on the coast or whatever the deal is, then it makes sense for a Contra take them out, and bring them back like another couple months later when they're back on the East Coast. But guys like Pentagon and Phoenix, they're not coming back. They're done with at least I don't think they are. I know they're going to be wrapping up their indie stuff in the next few months. I think they got a few more AAW dates coming up, I think. I don't know. But I know they're done with Impact. I know that much. So maybe they'll go back to MLW this summer before TV starts for AEW. I'm not sure. Kind of hard to tell. I know Lucha beat the Young Bucks last night. I'm hoping they put that matchup on All Elite Wrestling because I missed it. And I'm not subbed to the AAA channel. I'm subbed to the Impact one to help, support them. So it's like you can watch it live, but you can't go back and watch it if you're not subbed, so that's how that goes. So yeah, interesting stuff. Of course, the main event, Mance Warner versus Callahan. Man, this was this was just batshit crazy cuckoo. This was fun, just beating the crap out of each other all over the place. Like I said, I'm way like as they're circling around the arena and they walk past a dude in a neon shirt. I'm right next to him with my hand out, trying to get a hand slants Warner as he's walking past. He dodges my hand and he grabs the chair. And the next thing you see on this record on how that played out on TV is Callahan this close to a fan and the next set of bleachers 10 feet away, getting nailed in the head with a chair. And I was just like, oh shit. That was priceless. That was awesome. So yeah, that was the closest I got to the action during that tapings. Is it walked literally right past and right in front of me. So that was pretty cool. I would have loved the opportunity during the evening to meet Mance Warner, and and this is still. I know he's been doing this for a while. I'm not sure how long. I'm still a very new fan, but I like what I see. He's very entertaining, very charismatic. Um, I heard he's been making a name for himself on the death match scene. So I'm guessing CZW around there. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. And Callahan, oh, okay. This was when this aired at the show when this happened. This was the same night that Cornette was going cuckoo on, actually before is when Cornette started to catch all that hell for when he was talking about AEW and Sonny Kiss and all the controversial things, I guess he said. I still didn't listen to it. I'm like, whatever. I'm just going to enjoy the show. I'm not going to get my head all crazy up in the controversy. People can get pissed and whatever. I didn't want to involve myself in it because I didn't want to go into this show with conceived, being upset about something from someone being at the show. I wanted to go as a fan and have fun. And, you agree with Cornette? Okay. Like I said, I don't know. I didn't listen to it ever. I'm not worried about it. Everyone's allowed their opinion, I mean, if he's saying shit like Sonny Kiss die because he wears females' clothing, that's one thing. But if it's just an opinion on the show and the presentation, it's, that's his opinion. He's allowed that. This is America. All right. Get over it, people. I'm not going to say what he said was right, or I'm not going to say what he said was wrong, but I'm saying he has a right to say it. All right. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. All right, whatever. Anyways, God. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna piss off friends. Yeah, that's anyways. So and I know Sammy's ends with Sonny Kiss and their time in the Indies and Lucha Underground and wherever else. But that when Sammy came out and spit on Cornette, this was all within 4 hours of everything hitting social media. Okay. That's why you saw what you saw on TV tonight. That was what happened. Okay. So if you watched this episode, yeah, I know. Yeah, I just gotta watch. You just watch for the Verano show, right? So if you're watching tonight, MLW episode, and you see Callahan come out and spit all over Cornette and on Pacini. Of course, that wasn't aimed at Pacini, but if you saw that and you were like, "What the?" That was Callahan being pissed um, at Cornette for what he said about this. That's what that was. Um, but yeah, that was, we all knew what that was, but we also didn't know at the time they did this that it was a loser leaves MLW. We didn't know that. That was all added after the effect. So, can't stay but say hello. Thanks, Jackson. All right. Have a good one. Throwing that. Yeah. If you see Callahan come down the stairs from the stage and you see a chair fly behind him, yes, Cornette threw a chair at him. So there's no love lost there. I don't think I saw the chair fly when I was there live because I was just kind of reacting to the crowd when I saw him spit on him. We were all kind of like, wow, you know. Uh, but then, yeah, they start clobbering each other and they went across, like across for me to directly to the other side is where the t shirt was. And then they worked their way around the back of the arena opposite of the entrance and then right past me and then right back around towards where they came in and then up to the ring and they finished it in the ring and it was just a lot of fun. They were just clobbering the crap out of each other. Callahan got staple gun out, was stapling. He was getting money from the crowd. I remember that. Warner Mance was all bloody and and just exchanging bodily fluids like in every Callahan match in MLW. It's so gross. Oh god. This was Cornette realizing later. He goes, "Oh no, that water that was spit on me came from inside Callahan's mouth." So, so is there no? There's no love lost, but yeah, I'm sure some of that was done up for the sake of television too, because it's entertaining. Come on, this is Callahan. This is I love Callahan. Ton of respect for him. He's absolutely wild cuckoo. So, and so seeing as it aired on Saturday on BN Sports and the replay tonight, Monday night, the news came out. The news came where is my here we go. The news came out this morning. Wait, maybe it's not on here. Is it on here? No, it's not. Conan's coming back to Chicago. It was where did I see it? Oh, I saw it on WrestleZone. Said Callahan is officially done with MLW, which is fine with me. Did I love him in this brand? Yeah, because it was a little different. We saw with Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling, he's got the whole OVE crew. The only similar thing from a year ago is Callahan had Fulton and some other dude with him, and I can never remember the guy's name. I am so sorry. Um, but yeah, so the only place we're gonna see Callahan on a regular basis now is Impact Wrestling, as far as TV. I mean, he's all over the indies too, but so, but yeah, very fun episode. Was really looking forward to this because I was very curious to see how this was going to play out on TV, what they were going to show, what they were going to cut out. Next week I'm assuming will be the last of this set of tapings. They'll show the last few weeks they've been showing all the backstage stuff, everything leading up to Lawler and Von Erichs versus Contra, Holiday versus Hart. I don't know why I don't remember that match. I don't know. Whatever. And then we should see. I'm a little surprised they didn't advertise it, but we should get Albert Brooks versus Austin Aries. Very good match. I'm not sure why they didn't advertise it. Oh well, I'm not worried about it. I'm sure we'll see it. It'll probably start out the episode or something. I don't know. But yeah, solid episode, ton of fun, loved it. Just reminded me how much fun I had at the show. Even though for some reason, like I said, I couldn't remember who won the main event. It was late. I was tired. But anyways, yeah, good stuff. No more Callahan and MLW. Vance Warner is here to stay. Put his flag in the canvas of MLW. That's going to do it for this one. Short but sweet, a little over half an hour. We're going to get out of here early. I'm going to go have a late dinner because I got a very late start to my day. And we'll be back somewhere within the next couple of days. I've got my son for a week starting tomorrow, so I will be spending limited time on here. I'll work on a couple things, but I'm not going to be on here as much. So if you don't hear from me much, that's why. Because I'm going to try, spend time with my son and have fun with him as a dad. So, like I said, hope you all had a great weekend. We will see you guys soon. And could be making a big announcement soon about things going on with the podcast. So keep an eye out for that. It involves another show. I'll just leave it at that. All right. Take care, guys. Much love. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications to let you know when more of my content hits your screen. Check out the link below. All the links below. Go check them out. Go give them and go get you some merch. Have a good one.